The year is 273 BC. The year is 273 BC, and the First Legion has just decisively beaten the Ligurians at the Battle of Genua. This begins our conquest into the province of Cisalpina. And before we go ahead and end our turn, last episode we were able to get the RDI Confederation as a client state, and this bumped our Imperium level up, so we can go down here and issue a edict in Italia. I'm trying to find one for cultural conversion. This may be a good idea. The Romanization. So let's go ahead and activate that edict down here. And at this point, we could pretty much just go and end our turn. Alright, the summer of 273 BC, we're going to refuse this right here. I think it'll cost us gold if we hire that character. The Roman Governor Seneca has returned home. So let's go ahead and put Seneca back in Rome so he can continue to level up. Alrighty, and let's check out some of these event messages. The RDI Confederation is at war with Macedon. Troubled populace in Cisalpina. Alright, and if we go up here, we can see that the Ligurian army, one of them has disappeared, so we need our spy to go ahead and locate them. Ah, this is actually pretty nice. The Veneti looks like they have decisively beaten the Howling Wolves army up here. Great army names, by the way. So we could go out here and try to take Patavium right now. Or we could wait another turn to see if the Veneti want to do the heavy lifting for us. So we could move our forces into Ligurian territory at these bridges over here. I'm not sure if they can fortify. They can fortify. Very nice. So we could just move them over here and see what goes on, because the next point in our conquest will be this town up here, Medhlon. Really don't know how to pronounce that. And this is held by the Insubres. So we're going to be at war with them next. So we want to minimize our casualties and try to take this city as soon as possible. We have some money now to do some work in Genua. We can go ahead and create an auxiliary camp. It'll give us access to these cool auxiliary units. So let's go ahead and kick that off. And we can just leave this fishing village here now. It's giving us 9 food, and we'll convert it at some other time. The pirates over here are really causing us trouble, and we currently don't have the money to raise a 11 unit fleet to take care of this, so we just kind of have to accept it at this point. I have a feeling things are getting a little bit better with Epirus. We're still unfriendly with them. They don't want a non-aggression pact. They don't want trade. So I am pretty hesitant to leave or to disband this army. So let's go ahead and just move closer to Tarentum. And let's just wait there for now. I think that's all we should really do this turn. Just going through, don't think we should change anything. We're continuing to replenish at a great rate, so let's stay in the city. We might be able to go up here and untax the province. Still not going to do too much for us, so if there is a rebellion, we'll just have to deal with it when it comes. So let's go ahead and end the turn. So during the turn end, Veneti actually came out to attack Patavium. And we have the opportunity to join this fight, but we really don't want to get involved. So let's let the Veneti get thrown into this. Seems like they both took some heavy casualties there, so that's really good for us. Alright, the autumn of 273 BC, our research in iron tooling has been completed. Oh, we have a child who's recently born, that's nice. Governor of Tarentum is gripped by the plague, that's not good. Epirus has multiple armies roaming about. Population surplus in Italia. It's nice. I don't think we should expand it right now. We're kind of low on funds. The Aetolian League has been destroyed. Athens has conquered Larissa. Alright, let's actually check out this faction screen to see this new child. Okay. So our faction leader just had a kid. That's great. Wonder if we should go ahead and actually adopt Hostilius Longinus. Trying to see, because we don't have an heir right now. Let's go ahead and adopt him and declare our heir. I think since he is our faction heir, he will get a some increases. I'm not sure. Let's actually focus on that character right now where he is in the field. I believe he's leading the 4th army up here, the 4th Legion. Let's try to find him some good cards to activate here. To authority maybe, that might be good. See if anything increases the gravitas. Or public order, we'll be needing it. And we could also give him this 8% melee attack or 4% armor. Let's go with melee attack for now. Aemilius Papus is leading the 2nd Legion. Okay, so the Veneti are heavily weak, or very weakened after that battle. They seem to have lost. So that gives us a great opportunity to go in and attack. And we'll lead the attack with our faction heir, Longinus. He will go ahead and attack. And we'll just encircle the settlement for now and finish anything else we need to worry about this turn. We'll be finished replenishing after next turn, so that's nice. Check out some of our event messages. All right, let's go ahead and actually let's kick off some more research. Let's start going down the philosophy tree. So let's kick that off. And let's hop into this battle. Let's look at the units they have available. Phalanx Spearmen. That's interesting. Some hired horse. These are probably some good cav right here. Lots of skirmishers and a beaten up garrison. So I don't think this battle should be too hard. Let's jump into it and I'll see you on the battle mat. Alright, so we have lined our forces up for battle. We have them arranged just pretty generically. The front line is just Rurari. The second line is our Principes and Hastati. And then we have our slingers kind of mixed in between. And then for the very reserve, we have our Triarii and our extraordinary phalanx troops. So we're going to go ahead and start pushing up this hill, and let's just see how this battle evolves. Yeah, unfortunately, they do have this hill advantage. I tried to pivot around it the best I could, but things were going pretty slow, so I just decided, all right, this is good enough. They will definitely have a charge bonus if they decide to charge us. I'm actually going to split up these units of slingers into two groups.
Infantry at your command. Levy slingers. Battle group ready and awaiting orders. Fire on the enemy. Jupiter gives us strength. By your command. Levy slingers. Triarii, by your command. Your orders. Roma Invicta. Fire on the enemy. Levy slingers.
Let's start moving everything up. Just going to slow it down and make sure our slingers have their targets. I forgot about our peltists. Let's move them up also. Alright, given that we have such a wide front, I may slow things down from time to time just to explain our strategy and what we plan to do and all that.
Levy. Ready. Tribunus. Missile infantry.
Let's continue to move our Rari up just a little bit more. Create some space for the Hastati.
Levy slingers. Now. Rurari. We await your command. Levy. Hold, Romans all. Fire. Your orders. Extempo.
Let's counter charge right here. Let's continue to move some of these units up.
Rurari. As you command. Understood.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Rurari. Melee troops awaiting orders. Missiles awaiting time. General. Tribunus.
Slow things down a bit, just see what's going on. Can move our axemen up. Alright, this is where our Hastati need to start getting into the fight. Let's bring up that second line of Hastati. First unit of slingers. That second unit of slingers, let's move them over here now.
The men are wavering.
This unit of Rari is wavering, that's okay. Let's go ahead and reinforce. It's hard trying to command so many different units here. Our cav needs to come support. Let's continue to push. Try to get our Rari into those cav over there. Slowing it down, making sure we have everybody engaged so we're not missing anything. Let's get our cav back here. Still have several units of Hastati that need to get into the fight. These axemen too, let's throw them into the thick of things. It looks like we got charged over here. Let's hurry up and defeat those Celtic light horse. Get our slingers trying to fire into areas where the enemy has their back turned. See our Peltis firing and right in there. Let's continue pushing forward through the center here.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Our javelin men really need to start doing some work over here. Let's try to get a unit behind them. Looks like we got into a cavalry engagement right here with their light horse. It's okay, this flank is starting to break. Let's get these units directly behind this main line. Our general can come back. Our javelin men got hit by the light horse. I wasn't able to see them. Let's try to get them back before they die. Let's get our general into this fight.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Let's just keep moving our troops around to envelop. Let's get our Triari units plugged in right there. Trying to get our missiles engaged. It's great hits right in the back. Continuing to fire. Our javelin men broke. That's okay. It was kind of mismanagement on our end. Just got to live with it. Looks like we won the cav battle. And we're going to start doing some nice hammer and anvil charges here. This javelin unit is almost out of ammo. Just allow them to finish off. Let's make sure these units are in phalanx mode. Let's get them into it.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, we'll start charging in the back of some of these units. Alright, Pulian infantry is getting hammered. It's probably because they're trying to fight uphill here. It's a challenge, definitely. Gotta be careful with our equites here. Don't want them to take too much damage. We can have them come out. Let's get our general around here. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Battle's just about over. We have them enveloped. Our slingers have really good positions. They're continuing to hammer away. Let's make sure they're not going to hit our horse coming in right here. Hit some of the spires. Get our general to come back here. Try to envelop this unit of spear warriors. Sure, there's more we can be doing with our cav, but that's okay for now. Looks like this right flank over here is falling. Let's just continue to do everything we can to wrap this up quickly. This unit of equites is taking heavy damage. General bodyguard over here is not doing well either. Let's get him out of there. Definitely fighting hard. They're not breaking. Let's get our general out of there. Alright, yeah, just pretty much wrapping it up here, just letting the infantry do all the heavy lifting. Got my slingers firing off on a few units. Let's hit these guys in the back now. Kind of come in for the finishing blow. God, look at all that slinger fire coming in here. You think they'd break. There we go. Let's go ahead and end the battle. We're going to save the replay real quick. Now let's check out the damage. So we lost 1,700 troops. A lot of those were probably the cheaper RE units. As you can see, our Hastati and everything did just fine. I'm not sure how the other army did. But I will see you back on the campaign map. Alright, and there goes Patavium. We will go in here and occupy. Let's check how our other legion did. Yeah, most of this unit of Hastati got hammered pretty hard. These Principes got hammered pretty hard. But that's okay. We can always go ahead and replenish. But we will occupy this town. And the Ligurians have now been defeated. So there we go. If we take a look at the town, we can go ahead and convert some of these buildings. We'll go ahead and tear this down. We'll build a shrine here in a couple turns. Could actually probably, let's see. Yeah, we're replenishing very well right here. We'll just hold before we go back into Italian territory. Alright, and it looks like our factionaire, Longinus, has leveled up. So let's move him down let's see. Let's move him down the ferocious warrior tree. And I think that is all we're going to do for this turn. Yeah, we got to save some of our money here for a little bit. Seasonal conditions. Resource acquired. So we have glassware now that we've captured Patavium. They're probably going to rebel next turn, so that's something else to look out for. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. So I think we're going to call it quits right now for this episode. I know we didn't do too much, but we had a huge battle over Patavium, and the 4th and 2nd legions were victorious, and we are now one step closer to consolidating Cisalpina into the Roman Republic. We still have the Insubres up here, and they are definitely going to put up a fight. They're probably going to have close to a full stack plus a 16-man garrison. So it's going to be all hands on deck to try to make this go as easy as possible. And then taking a look forward, what we plan to do is create a buffer zone around the Po Valley with some of these tribes. Looking here, the Veneti only have one settlement, so if we're able to defeat them up here at Noria, we will be able to turn them into a satrapy. So they will act as a buffer state. The Rete up here in Coria, same thing with them. They look like they only have one settlement. I think the Helvetii actually looks like the Insubres probably took out the Helvetii up here in Octodurdon. So yeah, we basically, all the routes coming into Italy, we want a buffer state in. So Noria, Coria, Octodurdon, and I'm confident we can maintain a good relationship with Massalia. So they will kind of act as the buffer state over here to the west. So that's kind of our plan over the next couple episodes. Down here in the south, we really just want to maintain the status quo. We really want to start building up our economy and building some good military buildings down here, and just keep an eye on Epirus over here in Apollonia to make sure they're not up to anything fishy. I'm interested to see what the relation will be like with Athens. If we check that out right now, they are neutral, kind of leaning on the negative side towards Athens. They're very friendly with Sparta though, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens in Greece. But again, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next one.